Day outside a Brooklyn convenience store has become the latest focus of outrage over alleged racism, with over 5 million views.
That's right, the son grabbed my and she decided to yell at me.
Teresa Klein accused a 9-year-old boy of sexual assault. It's unclear if she was faking the call.
And I am going home. Goodbye, 911 operator.
Police say they have no record of it.
I'm the back to World Star.
And the store's surveillance video tells a different story, clearly showing the boy's backpack accidentally brushed against Klein. She was immediately given a nickname.
Go to store Carolyn.
Joining Barbecue Becky, Permit Patty, and Pool Patrol Paula, white people filmed calling the police on black people for seemingly minor infractions. Also this week, a black man babysitting 2 white children was reported to police in Georgia, and the felony conviction of a Michigan man who fired on a young boy who was asking for directions. Back in Brooklyn, last night, a dramatic scene. Klein returned to the store and reviewed the footage, taunted by a crowd.
What the boy said?
Then she backed down.
Young man, I don't know your name, but I'm sorry.
Apology or not, commentators say her first reaction speaks to the everyday challenges.
Cedric was good. Good morning.
In America, black children aren't even seen as children. The fact that she looked at a black child and didn't see a black child.
This might make you a little upset. You might, I mean, but it's gotta be put. I mean, I'm just one person.
NBC News, New York.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here.
This is America. I got pulled over the other day coming back from the car dealership. I was driving through a quote-unquote affluent neighborhood. I got pulled over. You holler about my temp tags wasn't valid.
Back to CBS This Morning, Saturday. We begin
Motherfucker, you got 30 days to get your hard tags.
Being targeted while performing
and I had the hard tags in my passenger seat. I just ain't have a screwdriver to put them on.
Charges after being accused of hitting
that's why I'm on this shit.
At a community pool.
How's that feel? Get out! Get out! Get out now!
A camera caught Stephanie Sebi Strimple last month as she appeared to verbally and physically assault 15-year-old Darshawn Rockamore Simmons, also known as DJ. We spoke exclusively with DJ and his parents, who believe he was targeted because of his skin color.
That's the only reason it could be.
She called me the N-word and she called me a punk.
15-year-old DJ says he was invited to the pool by a friend when Stephanie Sebi Strimple approached him.
911. Okay? Get out.
He says she physically and verbally assaulted him and forced him to leave.
This lady walked up to us and was like, "Y'all have to leave."
And you said?
He said, "Yes, ma'am." And I started walking out, she just started hitting me.
What were you thinking when this woman...
Now, if he'd have turned around and cold cocked that bitch, she'd have been in jail.
DJ showed the video to his parents, who believe the attack was racially motivated. As a mother, when you saw that, what was your reaction?
It hurts. You know, I could never imagine putting my hands on somebody else's child.
You know what it is? You know what it was, Mr. B? A nigga in a nice neighborhood. Yeah! That's all it was.
Sebi Strimple was arrested and charged with third-degree assault and battery. She was
I'm gonna be showing, I'm be showing this shit probably all day. I'm a little upset, a little agitated.
Because I knew it could end up in the other side.
And what up, Carl? What up, Gruff?
You knew that she would possibly be believed over you?
Yes.
This incident is drawing comparison to other recent confrontations captured
Look
on video.
Permit Patty.
Permit? Including this video where a woman calls the police on a...
Well, I'm only drinking water right now.
Selling water on
but
the
yeah.
sidewalk.
Charcoal grills are not allowed here.
In California, this woman
Barbecue Becky
on a black family barbecuing in the park.
You should not be wearing that in the United States of America.
Okay. And in a Chicago park, a man harasses a woman for wearing a shirt with a Puerto Rican flag on it.
Is she American citizen? Why is she wearing that?
Puerto Rico is part of America.
Standing a few yards away for help. Can you understand that thing? But the officer appears to ignore the confrontation. He has since resigned from the force.
Here you got a video.
Yeah, well, you got one more day left. Well, you got the day and you can have at it.
And it speaks for itself.
DJ's attorney, Margie Pizarro, says he handled the situation the right way.
Yeah, because if he had cold cocked that bitch, he'd have been in jail.
We saw him walk away. That was something that was commendable.
DJ says he's entered counseling to try and process the alleged assault. What did you learn?
What I learned from it, I learned how to handle
So, I
it,
mean,
even if I have to deal with it.
We do some
What
shit.
did you learn about yourself?
Boom.
I have a lot of discipline
100% by the cops.
and self-control.
Don't nothing happen to these fucking fake ass
Happened the day
crawlers.
after he turns 15, the day after he wins a championship for basketball at the YMCA, the day after his great-grandmother dies. His grandmother.
I don't own the rights to none of these videos, and it's from YouTube. Just to get that clarified.
Concerned about their mental state, and on top of that, this is a kid who is on the basketball team, the football team.
Yeah, they getting bold with that bullshit.
Chillin club member, and is so involved.
None of that matters.
It doesn't.
He's just a kid, and
I'm sitting there.
should have helped
He
him.
pulled me over. I'm like, look, officer.
That video, it is just as disturbing.
I only had the car 10 days. The temp tax is good for 30 days. And I got my hard tax in there. I mean, he kind of felt stupid, but I feel like I shouldn't have got pulled over for no reason.
The family of a
I know some of y'all ain't gonna like this subject, but what it is what it is.
Ensure he's well taken care of, even as you build your own plans for retirement. See how Lincoln can help.
They don't call the cops on no Asians.
It was the 4th of July when Yasmin Abuliman recorded the now viral video on her cell phone.
I know, I mean, I know they call the cops on Hispanics. They don't call no cops on no Asians.
Pool and asked to see her ID. He also called police. When officers arrived, Abuliman told them she felt unfairly targeted.
They probably the only motherfuckers that don't get bothered.
And nobody else was asked their ID. I am the only black. I feel this is racial profiling.
London police. I'm guessing you meant on the same with the young black kid.
It's extremely outrageous, and we see a lot of examples of this where African Americans are being questioned
for no fucking reason.
But Bloom says he was just making sure Abuliman lived in the neighborhood.
Would you have handled the situation differently if she were white?
You wouldn't have been a problem if she was white.
I in any way made her feel uncomfortable, unwanted, unwelcome, especially with her child there. And I just want to offer my sincerest apology for that.
Can you understand why many people online are labeling you a racist?
When people see a couple seconds of your life and don't see it in total, I think they can jump to
I don't want to hear that shit.
Do you want to apologize?
Tonight, Bloom has resigned from his homeowners association position and has lost his job at a local packaging company.
That's what I mean. There should be some repercussions behind the bullshit.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by
A number of recent incidents in this country have highlighted how racial tension or bias, even what social scientists call unconscious bias.
What's up, James? How you feeling?
This spring and summer, those concerns of
Good morning to you.
emergency and risen to national attention as otherwise routine events have turned into confrontations among citizens and sometimes with the police. Demisha Sindel explored this issue further now as part of our Race Matters report.
Several of the latest confrontations have involved white citizens calling police on African Americans engaged in typical everyday activities, including a 12-year-old
Rome was good.
near Cleveland, Ohio. Two men barbecuing at a
They call the police from if you just walking.
This 8-year-old girl selling bottled water without a permit outside the San Francisco Giants ballpark. The woman who called police here being captured on cell phone video posted by the girl's mother.
Oh, you can hide all you want. The whole world gonna see you, boo.
Yeah, illegally selling water without a permit?
On my property.
It's not your property.
The woman who made the call later apologized and denied her actions were racially motivated.
What else could it be? That's an 8-year-old girl trying to sell water.
And were caught on video that often went viral. While none of those incidents resulted in arrests or charges being filed, they followed other high-profile confrontations, including one in May that took a much more violent turn. Police in Warsaw, North Carolina, responded to a call from Waffle House employees over an alleged argument with a black patron. An officer slammed 22-year-old Anthony West into a wall and choked him. They said West, who had taken his sister to her high school prom earlier that night, was uncooperative. He was later charged with disorderly conduct and resistance.
Now I know all white people are not racist, but fuck the ones that are, even whether it's overt or secret.
But employees called police because the men had taken a table without ordering anything. The men were later released and settled with the city for $1 each, and a pledge to establish a program for young entrepreneurs.
I'd have sued Starbucks.
Starbucks personally apologized to the men.
As I shared with you in Philadelphia, it was a reprehensible situation that we took complete ownership of, and something that really was embarrassing, horrifying, all the issues that we talked about that day.
And the company closed thousands of its stores nationwide a month later for a one-day employee training session on how to recognize.
I know this ain't, I mean, for most people, y'all don't want to see this, but it got to be put out there.
All of this comes at a time when police behavior and response is under scrutiny, particularly when it comes to detaining and arresting black people. On June 19th, police in East Pittsburgh shot and killed 17-year-old Antoine Rose as he fled a car. The vehicle was stopped during the investigation of a drive-by shooting. Rose was shot 3 times in the back as he ran. The officer who fired the shots was later charged with criminal homicide.
Many of these incidents have taken on hashtags and memes of their own, often referred to as living while black. We examined the concerns and some of the responses with the president of the NAACP, Derek Johnson. Derek Johnson, thanks so much for being here. I want to jump right in. There have been incident after incident of people calling the police on black people while doing everyday things like swimming and barbecuing. What do you think is at the heart of these incidents?
Well, we've seen since the president election in 2016 an increase of intolerance. You have individuals who simply see young kids and think they are criminals, they pose a danger. In my home city, Detroit, Michigan, a 14-year-old simply asking for directions to school to get shot at.
Shit, it's a fact. Bitch, they show in the park is 15 minutes from me. Damn!
Saying that they shouldn't respond when someone calls the police on an 8-year-old selling bottled water. What role do you think?
Look, she ain't called the cops on you.
Police say that they need to respond because if they're called, they need to engage.
But at some point, the police also need to take account that individuals are being falsely accused, and those who are accused should also be facing criminal charges.
Yeah, if you call the police on me for doing nothing, you should go to jail.
The level of intolerance is something that needs to be responded.
See how the fuck that shit feel.
So if there's a false claim, those individuals will actually be charged.
And in some of these incidents, we see white people, white women calling the police on black people. These callers often say that they aren't motivated by race, they're just concerned citizens.
What the fuck else is it, I mean, what the fuck else is it about?
They should have a right to call the police if they have a concern.
Well, we're not suggesting no one should call the police, but implicit bias is something that we've seen across the country for many years. The difference now between the past is social media has allowed
thank God for smartphones.
Taking place to report it and or have a counter sense of information, the truth.
People are so disturbed by some of these incidents because we've seen lethal incidents where police have encountered unarmed African Americans and shot them unjustifiably. But we also see that Starbucks closed thousands of its stores to train its employees on implicit bias and unconscious bias. Are you at all encouraged by what you see Starbucks and others doing?
Well, when corporate citizens such as Starbucks understand the complexity of what's taking place, to take a step back, shut down the stores, take a long...
I know y'all ain't planning to wake up to this shit, but it is what it is.
Misrepresenting someone's character or behavior, that's significant. Other corporations should take note.
That's fine. That's making a false report.
Or should be doing to kind of counteract some of the things you just talked about?
Well, presidential election is a high watermark of voter activity. Midterm elections, the activity go down. We're encouraging our voters, individuals who have a history of voting for presidential, we must go vote.
If you call the cops on a dude and they ain't doing shit,
America had issues
but they could either be doing their job, passing through, or whatever.
You referenced President Trump several times, but what do you make of the idea that this isn't a long history, going back generations of people looking at African Americans and saying, hey, that's a criminal, I need to call the police, over-criminalizing African Americans?
Well, yes, it's gone on a long time, but to normalize what's taking place.
Now, where's that video at?
To our supporters and viewers to support the
a crime enough for you to come with your fucking gun pulled out, right? Right? That's big enough of a turn signal not made. Is a big enough.
Yeah, they gonna call the cops. You know how they gonna come in, all gun ho and shit.
Right?
Look at the old boy.
Right? Right? That's what's up. Try to see yourself on the internet. Fucking prick shit. That's prick shit, bro. That's prick shit. You said you just came to the car and did your regular routine. I would have had no issue. I turned around to a fucking gun pointed in my face.
I don't want to rights to this video.
Do you feel empowered now that you pointed your gun at me? Do you feel empowered? You feel empowered, don't you?
Oh.
Right? What happened? They fucked you up in school, they used to beat you up? You didn't get pussy in school? What made you feel bold to do that? No. I don't. And I know it's an individual, not every cop is fucked up, but when I hear something fucked up happen to a cop, I be like, Tommy had it fucking coming. Because the motherfuckers like you. Good cops get fucked up right because of people like you. You came to the car with your gun out. For what? Do you have no conscience? You don't see what the fuck going on TV? You don't give a fuck, right? Because I just would have been another dead black motherfucker, right? And you just want to win about your business, right? 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 Let's keep it real, let's keep it 100. I have no issue with you. Just be honest, right? You just would have been like, oh, mistake happened.
And good morning, everybody.
Just wake up the next day, not lose a drop of motherfucking sleep. But I'd have had 3 fucking kids. 3 kids with no dad. Dad a criminal? Nope. Dad a thug? Nope. Dad shot dead by a cop, made a mistake. Because you want to come with your gun drawn.
Roll up. I can't smoke until the 28th, so roll up for me. And I got a brand new bong over there and I can't smoke.
You got kids in the white, don't you make it to your fucking kids in white? You picked a dangerous fucking job. And I respect that. I respect your job for my teeth. Drawing a fucking
When the
gun.
motherfucker say my Jesus, you serious.
That's why I lose the respect. The respect is out of the fucking window. Put your fucking gun on me for a fucking turn signal. There's nothing illegal in this car, about me. I had a gun drawn on me.
Pinky, this shit is no fucking fun.
Shit's fucked up, man. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I understand the dangers and all that.
Good morning, dude.
But that
How you
comes with
feeling?
your job. It comes with your job.
I'm surprised y'all found me because I kind of had to change some shit.
Where, you don't have to draw your gun and you can still be safe. Pathetic, man. Fucking pathetic. Even the motherfuckers who be wanting to have respect for y'all, man, and kind of can understand the shit that y'all gotta go through, being cops. But yo, y'all be going too far, y'all fuck it up.
Before we get started with the video, I want to reach out to our supporters and viewers.
Why not? Wow, what the fuck? Purple Keys, what's good, love? I'm alive, so I'm good. Although it's raining like a motherfucker, so I ain't doing shit today. So I'm gonna be doing this bullshit all day, off and on.
He was standing next to me, talking to his son, and this lady decides to butt in somehow.
Yeah, it's burning up over there, I heard.
Calling the cops because he was talking to his son.
And I told him, I said, hey, the reference right. Always right. I said, hey, that's it. She thought I was just impressed, so she came over. And I'm like, man, I always got to know that I was talking to my son. And well, I wanted to reiterate that. I was always talking to my son, and that's it.
Yeah, it's supposed to, according to the weather, it's supposed to be raining all day. It's been raining since last night, and it ain't gonna stop until tomorrow. Keys, y'all also got wildfires going on over there. Fuck that shit.
I felt that this woman sat there on her cart and was a very intimidating presence. She herself, hey, good call, yeah.
A bunch of movies.
It was a non-issue until it was a parent or somebody else, and then she came zooming around. So she's sitting there just waiting and creating tension, and to sit and follow this man out when he said, hey, I'm gonna leave, I don't want an issue. So why she felt it was necessary?
But the sky's weather, same old, same. Miss Lee, same old. Yeah.
To avoid an issue, she felt, I'm still gonna call the cops on you.
Hey, SBC News fans, thanks for checking.
This is shit that, I mean, come on, man.
Yale University says it admonished the white
Yeah, y'all heard. Y'all should be in the 100 plus and not even adding the heat index. I don't know if y'all know what the heat index. It might be 100, but it feels like 119 on your skin.
Something legal and ordinary. Eureka Duncan is near the Yale campus in New Haven, Connecticut. Eureka, good morning.
Good morning. That black student named Lolani Shiambala says she was studying here early Tuesday morning in this building behind me, working on a paper, when she decided to take a break. Well, that's when she says a white student came into the common area room where she was sleeping and told her
that kind of shit make you don't want to go outside.
And then called campus police. Well, that's when Shiambala started recording. I have every right to call the police and not sleep in my room. Lolani Shiambala was questioned by Yale police for about 15 minutes for taking a nap.
I deserve to be here. I think just like everybody else. I'm not going to justify my existence here.
To prove she was a graduate student, Shiambala unlocked her apartment door and provided her student ID. But officers wouldn't let her go because they say they had trouble confirming her identity.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Shiambala said the white student, who she identified as Sarah Brosh, once called police and accused another black student,
that's what I'm saying. But even sooner or later, you gotta go outside.
It's just an instance of microaggression that
You gotta go get some food or something.
Yale experience.
In the last 3 weeks, videos have been widely shared of police being called on black people for leaving their Airbnb in California.
1, 2, 3, 4 here.
Playing golf too slowly in Pennsylvania.
Remove yourself from our police. Please, next spot, please. Because the authorities have been called.
To holding a business meeting at a Starbucks in Philadelphia.
It's a good chance if the person was white, it wouldn't have gotten that far.
Yeah, I can't fuck with that kind of heat.
Race and public policy at Harvard.
I'm glad my car got auto start
Onto black people.
and the AC be on.
Yale police say that they followed protocol. The white student who complained did not respond to CBS this morning's request for an interview, but police say that they told her this was not a police matter and that she, Mbala, had every right to be here. John?
Sharika, thanks.
Thanks a lot, Sharika. I mean, I like the lead that you said, John, doing something legal.
Hell no.
This is
I know.
inspiring and so insulting. And we keep seeing these stories over and over again.
Most people think, like, man, fuck that. It's just hot over
The
there.
whole nation needs sensitivity training. This keeps happening over and over and over again.
What surprised me too about the story, it's not unconscious.
Now, I don't know how it is over there, but sometimes after it rain, it be hotter over
In
here.
the common area, Nora, where you're
So hot, you take a nap. You know, that's
Nah. What's the name of that video? Matter of fact, let's see if we can find it. Old Navy accusing black woman of stealing shirt while she was wearing it. This might be, I think this might be it.
I said, did you pay for that shirt from Old Navy? But, I mean, can you walk in the store with it? Yes. So then why would I have to out of the store with it now? But didn't I walk in the store with it? No, you didn't. I didn't walk. The tag's still on. Yeah, the tag is still on, but I didn't walk into the store with my Old Navy top on. I'm on the phone with someone. I can't listen to you at the same time. I didn't understand you. So you're saying that I didn't walk with the shirt on? I didn't come in the store with it? No, you did not walk into Old Navy.
Dave, what's good? Good morning.
Well, you're going to have to call the police then, because I did. We have camera cam. Okay, so what are you going to do? Check the camera. So go check the camera. Will you come with you? You can come with you. I'm not coming with you. Why are you shaking? Are you nervous? Does it look like I'm nervous? Under arrest? Can you guys see me? I just need to see your receipt. No! I'll be done. No! Ma'am. No. Hey, let go off of me. If you're not. Wait. I just need this to all be done if I see the receipt. Can you let go off of my hand, Stephanie? No, I cannot. Let go off of my hand. No, let go of your hand. Stephanie, I will press charges against you. I will press charges against you. Let go off. Can you tell her to let go off of my hand? Please do not. Can you let go off my hand, Stephanie? Yes, I will press charges against you if you don't let go off my hand. I walked in the store with this shirt on. Can you come with me, Oldie? No.
Go get the footage, bitch.
I'm gonna press charges. If she doesn't let go off of me, I'm gonna press charges against her. Because I'm a citizen, she has no right to hold on to my hand.
I get that. We're trying to figure things out right now, okay?
Go watch the camera and see that I walked in the store with this shirt on. For putting her hands on me. Who the fuck does she think she is? Yeah, she did. I have it on video. The hell she putting her hands on me? Does she know who I am? I apologize. I never touched anyone. Say that again. I said I apologize. Our staff should never touch anyone. Did she put her hand on me? Yes or no? Yes, she did.
I hate reading these long ass shits. Racially profiled in Old Navy at Square One Shopping Center today. I felt uncomfortable. Instead of exchanging my merchandise or buying a white dress I tried on, I decided to go somewhere else. I haven't went in for as far as the voice my concern to step. Alright, Peaky, you be easy, dude. Enjoy your food. While you're out there, get me a burger. Although it's kind of early in the morning for a burger, but I'm...
Don't look up the history. Shit, ain't don't everybody believe in Google? No Google.
What the fuck
Aside from stocking shelves during the busy holiday shopping season, many businesses are also beefing up security to curb shoplifting. But one family says last week a Winnipeg security officer went too far, falsely accusing a 7-year-old of stealing a keychain. CTV's Imad Agahi joins us in studio now with more. Imad, what exactly happened?
Well, Renee, Chloe Stewart says her favorite thing about the holidays used to be gift shopping with her parents and her older.
Alright, yeah, well, motherfuckers need to start getting checked. And I know this is not all white people, so don't label me as racist or this, that, and the third. But some of this shit need to be brought to life.
My children with these 2 little white kids, so I just had a funny feeling.
It's the 911 call that's upsetting lots of people.
I didn't know these kids can go far midnight.
The woman calls cops after she spots this man driving with 2 white children in the back seat. So, what was Corey Lewis doing? He was babysitting his friend's kids. His video of the incident is causing outrage across America.
This lady over here, she's following me. All because I got 2 kids in the backseat that do not look like me. This lady considered upon herself to say that she's going to take my plate down and call the police.
The woman never let Lewis out of her sight.
We then left to go get gas across the street at the gas station. She moved closer to the gas station. Waited there.
He just got gas and now he's pulling away. Should I follow him? No, let's not follow him. If I'm wrong, that's great. I'm thrilled. But if I'm not, you know, I'm going to stand and these kids are okay.
Even though she'd been advised not to follow Lewis, the woman did anyway.
I'd like somebody to come and look at the guy to make sure that he knows these kids.
Police arrived and questioned the children.
That's crazy.
And then the officer called the parents.
Are you saying that because there's an African-American male driving my 2 white kids that he was stopped and pulled over and questioned? And he said, I'm sorry, ma'am, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Their father, David Parker, is hearing the 911 call for the first time.
I would be beside myself if anything happened to those kids.
Yeah, ever since Trump came in office, this shit getting worse. Thank God for cell phone cameras.
It all sort of looked like harassment rather than genuine concern.
This recalls several incidents involving white people calling 911 on black people for doing regular things. Barbecue Becky, permit Patty, pool patrol Paul. And now we have babysitting while black.
Reality doesn't believe in the impossible.
Oh, we gotta watch this whole fucking ad.
Without limits or breaking the laws of physics.
I guess I should buy YouTube Premium.
Reality will never let you stop talking. Only will remain zero. Reality gave you one body and only one world to explore. Reality is yours to defy.
Worth, Texas tonight, a police officer has been put on restricted duty after a confrontation with a woman who had called him for help. Here's Manuel Bojorquez.
My son is 7 years old. You don't have the right to grab him, help him behind no paper that he do.
Jacqueline Craig called Fort Worth police Wednesday afternoon to complain about a man grabbing her son after he allegedly lit her.
What? No, common sense is not common. That's the whole thing.
A family member recorded as the situation escalated. It's unclear whether it's been edited. Craig's 15-year-old daughter then stepped in between her and the officer, and the struggle broke out. The officer pulled his taser. It's unclear whether he used it. He then arrested Craig, her daughter, and the woman recording. They were charged with resisting arrest and have been released.
I was heard about the whole matter.
Wow.
I feel like justice was served.
The family's attorney, Lee Merritt, called for the officer's arrest.
Unfortunately, we have seen over and over again for African Americans that they're not afforded the same protection under the law as other citizens.
Fort Worth police have placed the unidentified officer on restricted duty pending an internal investigation.
Ain't never gonna happen to dude.
We acknowledge that the initial appearance of the video may raise serious questions. We ask that our investigators are
Now, what needs to happen, alright, they ain't gonna send them in jail, but motherfuckers need to start hitting these people in the pocket. That's what's gonna get the shit in the street. That's the only thing some people seem to understand. So did you roll that blunt yet?
Manuel Bojorquez.
The video of a white police officer forcibly pushing a black teenage girl to the ground has gone viral. Has sparked national outrage. Many see it as the latest example of excessive force by police. Now the white teenager who reported the incident shares his story. In the news tonight on the future of the officer under investigation in this town divided. It happened in an instant. The end of the school year pool party erupts into screaming and shoving. The latest fuel of America's lingering fire over race and justice. 15-year-old Jerry Becker, wearing the orange bikini there, thrown to the ground by a white officer. Seconds later, the situation escalates as Officer Eric Casewall pulls out his service weapon, pointing it at two other unarmed teens who quickly went away. And then he returned.
That's a rare occasion.
Hitting her to the ground, both knees buried in her back.
Good. Shitting on me. Start hitting them motherfuckers in the pocket. You should have been sued personally.
White kids, black kids, no kids. Nobody should be treated like that. Nobody should be manhandled.
You don't see no videos of white kids getting treated like this.
The police, it doesn't usually happen. No laws, no peace. Supporters of the police department voicing their feelings.
I think he did what he thought he had to do to control the situation.
What do we want?
I bet you voted for Trump.
While other members of the community marched in support of the teens. And at one point, both sides coming face to face over the issue. Now tonight, Officer Casewall, 10-year veteran of the McKinney, Texas Police Department near Dallas, has resigned.
Our practice do not support his actions. He came into the call out of control.
These motherfuckers need to start being held to higher accountability.
During the incident.
The whole key is de-escalate situations. You, the police, don't want to become part of the problem. And that's what it appears to me happened in McKinney, Texas. The police actually became part of the problem.
It all started last Friday after members of a community pool contacted police about a rowdy crowd of students who they said weren't members and were refusing to leave. Tensions flared, witnesses saying, after a fight broke out between white adults who had become agitated by the behavior of some of the black teenagers. It's unclear which kids were invited, which crashed the end of the school year party. It was then Casewall and the other officers responded to the scene. I told you to stay! Yet as police worked to disperse the curious crowd, Casewall can be seen racing to the scene, So quickly, in fact, he trips and flips, only to continue his charge.
What did you do when I walked away? I'm sorry.
The officer seen and heard cursing at partygoers he says were trying to run from police.
Yeah, that's what's crazy.
And then Case Bolt refocuses his attention back to the Jerry effect.
He told me to keep walking. And I kept walking, and then I'm guessing he thought we were saying rude stuff to him. And he shoved me in the grass. He started pulling back on my braids.
I just don't see in that scenario where the police were in harm's way or that the kids were harming anybody else.
Behind the camera,
that's what's fucked up.
Brooks capturing 7 minutes of chaos on his phone.
Just putting random black kids on.
Our best bet.
I was like one of the few.
If he do get elected again, the man is like in his 70s. He stroke out.
But when the gun came out, Brooks worried things were about to get worse.
At that point, my heart would drop, and I was scared that someone was going to get shot and possibly killed. So.
And I bet you they ain't bother him. He was there.
I got really scared when he pulled his gun.
There's absolutely no reason to ever pull a gun unless deadly force is about to be used on you.
My colleague Steve Osenson talked to members of the community who shared their relief McKinney had not turned into Ferguson or Baltimore.
What do you guys think of all this?
I think that it could have been a lot worse than what it was. Thank God it wasn't.
And Buchanan predicted what few knew about Corporal Caseball until tonight.
The way he acted, this wasn't the first time. He has a demeanor about himself to where he seems to be hot-headed, and thank God it was a camera.
ABC News has learned that in 2007, Caseball was accused in a federal lawsuit of racial profiling and excessive force during a drug search. Albert Brown Jr., who's African-American, says Caseball and other officers slammed his head against the hood of his car. Police did find drugs. The lawsuit was dismissed. Friday's video set off a firestorm on social media with tweets like this. A police officer who feels threatened by a teenager in a bathing suit might need to reevaluate their career choice. The officer has supporters as well. The situation in McKinney would not
Trump supporter.
What it did if everyone would have done what they were told to do by authorities, read another tweet. Tonight we hear from one of the teams that tried to help the young girl on the ground.
I started manhandling her, and you can hear people in video screaming. And the way he had her, I kind of like freaked out, like, oh my gosh, she's hurting her. So I started telling him, like, officer, please stop, you're hurting her.
18-year-old Adrian Martin says he lost his footing trying to help the girl on the ground. And that's why it looks like he lunged at the officer.
It looks like I'm lunging towards the officer, but as you can see, the incline, I slipped. I got bumped into twice accidentally.
At one point, Adrian says he felt like he was looking down the barrel of Corporal Eric Caseball's gun.
I was thinking I'm about to get shot. Is this it? And that's why I started running.
Adrian Martin was arrested, charged with evading arrest and interfering with a police officer. Adrian says that Caseball was the only officer that was out of hand.
There were some professional officers that were doing their job right. They were being respectful, but this one officer, he was taking it out of hand. He was real aggressive.
And the McKinney police chief seems to agree.
I have 12 officers on the scene. 11 of them did exactly what we would want them to do.
And while watching the press conference about Officer Caseball's resignation, Adrian learns all the charges against him have been dropped.
That case has been dropped.
Honestly, I'm just really happy. I'm ready to move forward.
Another flashpoint endured. What followed, they followed.
Now, see, this was the kind of shit that make the black community don't fuck with the cops. Don't want to fuck with you at all. What's this video?
I am looking out ad here in the stream. A series of incidents in which white bystanders, business owners, and employees called the police on Black Americans has reignited conversations about racial profiling in the United States. We explore the realities of living while black. I'm today live on Al Jazeera and YouTube, so leave your comments in the chat and I'll do my best to include as many as possible in our discussion.
Hi, my name is Anisha Abel, Coordinating Manager for Freedom Foundation Nigeria, and you are in
You're already criminalized when you're wearing black skin, says Darren Martin, a former Obama White House staffer who was mistaken for a burglar while moving into his apartment in New York City. Darren's story of being questioned by neighbors and police for simply being black in an allegedly white space isn't unique, nor is the outcry it sparked on social media. In Rialto, California, a group of African Americans were detained by police while checking out of their Airbnb rental when a neighbor accused them of stealing stuff. The neighbor was also concerned that the group hadn't waved to them as they left. In Oakland, police were called on a group for allegedly not following park rules and using a charcoal barbecue grill. And in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, employees of a Starbucks cafe accused two men of trespassing as they waited for a colleague to arrive.
And this is the shit that was caught. There's probably a whole lot of other shit that wasn't. I'd love to go to Dubai. Heard it's beautiful over there.
Anti-racism activists say these incidents recall America's history of vagrancy laws, which criminalize the presence of people, often black, in public spaces. Starbucks plans to close its 8,000 U.S. locations on May 29th to conduct anti-racial bias.
And they love to say go back to Africa. You know what? I'll go back to Africa. Give me my reparations, and I'll be gone. The fuck out of here.
Her story of becoming an accidental activist. David Young is the editor-in-chief of Very Smart Brothers.
Alright, I just want to, I don't need to hear all that extra shit.
In Chicago now, a woman claims a CVS drugstore manager called police on her when she tried to redeem a coupon at a store. The woman, who was black, took out her phone and recorded their interaction. ABC's Janae Norman with that video tonight.
Yeah, just imagine before cell phone cameras, all the shit that was going on.
Phone video calling 911 on a black customer trying
Look at her twitching.
You can tell them her name is Camilla Hudson. I have ID and will.
Yeah, I mean this shit been happening probably since the invention of the telephone.
I'm black. Black isn't a bad word.
Camilla Hudson tells ABC News that she started recording shortly after she handed the manufacturer coupon to another CVS manager.
Yeah, well, I can't accept this. So I said, okay, why can't you accept it? Because it looks fraudulent.
She says they never even scanned her coupon to see if it was real. Then the incident escalating. Manager Lori Matson calling 911.
And he says to me, you should probably leave because I called the police.
Police tell ABC they were informed a female was threatening staff and refusing to leave. The incident just the latest in a string of episodes caught on camera of white people calling the cops on black people for everyday activities, like these two black men arrested at Starbucks shortly after one of them tried to use the bathroom.
I don't take issue with them refusing the coupon. There's a way to do that.
And CVS has apologized to Hudson and says those two employees involved in the incident won't be working in the store pending the findings of their investigation. As for that manager,
hit the motherfucker. You want to worry about my black skin? Start taking that green from them.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel.
Sergeant James Crowley headed back to work this morning as the Cambridge Police Department released audio tapes from the first moments of the incident that led to the arrest of Henry Louis Gates.
The old man ain't bothering nobody.
The neighborhood was walking to lunch when another elderly woman approached and asked her to call 911.
I don't know what's happening. I just had an older woman standing there, and she had noticed two gentlemen trying to get in a house at that number, 17 Ware Street. And they kind of had barged in, and they broke the screen door, and they finally got in.
From the outset, the caller raises the idea that the men may not be robbers, but pushing through their own front door.
I noticed two suitcases. So I'm not sure if these were two individuals who actually worked there, who lived there.
The caller, a woman named Lucia Whalen, wants to stay out of the spotlight.
Yeah, I bet you
She had
don't.
a lawyer tell reporters Whalen was a concerned citizen. not a racist.
It's really been very difficult because she's been characterized as kind of the racist spark that got the controversy going. And nothing could be further from the truth.
You lying bitch. You're a lying ass attorney.
That's true. In the call that sparked a heated national debate about racial profiling, Whalen doesn't.
I'm gonna get around to that, but I just want to put out this shit first.
For a description of the men breaking in.
Well, there were two larger men. One looked kind of Hispanic, but I'm not really sure. And the other one entered, and I didn't see what he looked like at all.
Another tape released by the Cambridge PD captures Sergeant Crowley's communication with headquarters. Right off the bat, Crowley reports trouble.
Hopefully, the gentleman says he'd be glad to cooperate, but he's in there.
He establishes the professor's identity.
52 Yes, sir. I have an idea about Henry Louis Gates.
But that doesn't calm things.
Can you also start out on the university, please?
We have a long way to go. We recognize that we are going to take advantage of the situation, and we're going to learn from it. We're going to move forward. This is a strong community. It's a proud community. And we're going to be a stronger, prouder community when we come out of this.
As for that beer, President Obama said he hoped to sit down and have with both Gates and Crowley in hopes of hashing this all out. Nothing's on the schedule yet, but the White House says hopefully it'll happen this week. Katie?
Thank you.
I make $125,000 a year, and I want to make sure that you're all up in here. Girl, I got you, girl, I'm white, I'm girl, white, I'm girl. White, I'm white, I got you, girl. Hey, how are you? I'm hot.
Fucking white privilege.
What are we going to talk about tonight? Being hot, being beautiful, being white, finding leave.
How do you feel you need to be in outer space?
Well, I live here and I pay rent. I pay almost $1,100. Okay. So what's going on?
Okay, I don't know. We'll call 911 and find out.
That's cool. Is your boyfriend here? Is your baby down here? Nobody cares. I'm white and I'm hot. I'm white and I'm hot. So what are you doing here? I don't know.
You are not hot.
Okay, all right. I'm looking forward to it. Great. I got you too, baby. I got you, baby. I got you. This is Miners Park. This is a Miners Park. Babe, good. What are you doing? Hanging out doing? I mean, not.
That's what I'm saying. The bitch look like, she drunk, definitely drunk is one thing. This gotta be funny.
Game gone wrong. Oxfide's Lindsay Watts has the story.
This is the hardest time in America, bro. What you gotta say, bro? You calling the cops if you get found, bro? You calling the cops if you get found? You calling the cops if you get found?
Inside this LA Fitness, a basketball game ended up being wrapped by Loudoun County Sheriff's deputies.
See now, shit like this one make you take shit out of all white people, but not all white people are bad. Not all of them.
No punches were thrown, nothing. It wasn't malicious, no hits to the face or anything like that.
He didn't want to use his
You see videos about black people being racist as fuck toward other race. It's crazy. Yeah, that's just true. There are some racist black people. And you wonder why.
He might not say because no one told him to take
It's shit like this.
So he just ran into him, fell down kind of hard. I mean, that's basketball. You know, that's nothing you would call the police. You know, his hands are, down here.
The guy who fell had the Jewish.
It's not all white, not all black people.
Yes, I'm calling from LA Fitness at the Village Town Center, and a member got assaulted. Based on this call, does the victim need an ambulance, anything like that?
But here's the thing.
No.
Truth teller.
Thought they were responding to something more serious.
You don't see black people calling them police on white people.
That's my first basketball foul.
Going for a basketball foul?
No, for that, no, I just heard it was a cut.
Oh, okay. They called you for a foul, man.
The sheriff's office says in the end, neither man involved wanted to file a formal report. Perhaps most bizarre about all this, our witness says that after deputies left, both men went back on the
game.
Everyone kept playing. That's what's so bizarre about the whole situation. It's like, why did it have to be that serious?
He says he doesn't believe there was some bigger issue behind what happened.
That's why I got blood pressure medication.
And lastly, he says even if there had been real referees at the game,
there would have been no call. Even the NBA as it is now, because people think, you know, a lot of fouls and stuff are called now, it would not have been a foul. It was just, everyone that kept playing, like, it wouldn't have even been an afterthought.
Leslie West reporting that. Now, we did try to reach out to the guy who called the sheriff's office. We did not get her back.
Let's see what the guy got on now.
We're continuing our 360 special report, Kids on Race, the Hidden Picture. Its aim is to study children's race.
It's racist people of all colors.
We teamed up.
You ever go into the corner store and the Asian dude is following you around the fucking store?
13-year-old children this picture and ask them to describe what was happening. Questions like, what's happening here? Are these children friends? And with their parents.
What up, Donald? How you feeling?
Now, the picture is designed to be ambiguous.
Well, for y'all, good afternoon.
Then they show them this picture and ask the same questions. Now, the only difference between the two pictures, the race of the kids was flipped. Both white and African American children were tested, and the psychologist showed a similar set of pictures to 6-year-olds. At our request, they also asked kids open-ended questions about race to understand how it plays into their own lives. And as you'll see, the responses were raw. Some of the experiences they described were shocking. In our first report, we told you that when testing 6-year-olds, the research showed an overwhelming majority of white kids were negative about interracial friendships. The majority of black children, on the other hand, were positive. But we discovered a lot changes from childhood to adolescence. Take a look.
Shit changes from 6-year-old kids, adults. This, I don't need to see that. I don't.
Now listen to me. Call first if it's coming to get you. Tell them they don't need to come. Alright? Yes. Okay.
A few minutes here, I'm getting hungry. I'm go get me some breakfast in the rain. It is what it is. I need some food.
I can't call them if you don't open the door. Why can't you? You can go put my... Use your phone. It's in your lap right there. I just don't want to put my hands down. You can do what you want.
And I'll probably be back later.
But you're not black. Remember, we only kill black people. Yeah, we only kill black people, right? All the videos you've seen, have you seen white people get killed? You have.
So think you be easy to do them? Be here for a couple more minutes.
With IP Vanish on your device, your internet act.
You never believe what the most racist city in America is, and it'll shock you.
I was surprised. That had never happened to me before, but, you know, these days. I was angry that I was giving so much, and yet somehow, some way, I piqued someone's suspicion when, you know, I really should have been at home resting.
Now that's actually a cop doing his fucking job. Like I said, not all of them bad.
Maybe we need to, reshuffle the discussion on what is suspicion, when do you call it in, and how about you talk to your neighbor? There are consequences sometimes when...
Yeah, like a black man getting shot.
When you don't just take a moment to go out and talk to your neighbor. I went in my cell phone, I pulled down the next 70-door turf, and went to Platinum's 101.
Now they give you, look.
Two employees accused of racial profiling at a Hilton Doubletree Hotel in Oregon are on leave this morning.
Not on no hate speech stop. By the way, yeah, you better watch what you say on YouTube now. They changed the whole racial policy.
Calling his mother while black. DeMarco Morgan shows us how this is the latest incident of police being called on African Americans who are doing seemingly ordinary things.
That's another talk this morning, guys. Good morning to everyone. Jermaine Massey was returning from a concert Saturday night when he said he went to a quiet corner of the hotel lobby to take a phone call from his mother. When a security officer, now dubbed Hotel Earl by the internet, approached him, things got heated.
You really want this PR issue, Earl? Do you?
Jermaine Massey was ordered to pack his bags and leave the Doubletree Hotel in Portland, Oregon hours after he checked in. The 71-year-old security guard, Earl Wesley Myers, had asked Massey for his room number. Massey said he didn't remember it and requested privacy for his phone call. Instead, Myers called for the police.
Why are they coming?
Escort you off the property.
Because what? And I'm staying here?
Not anymore.
He even went so far to say that he's there to protect the safety of the guests. As if I weren't a guest and I was causing a disturbance and I was a safety threat.
Massey says white guests in the lobby were not similarly questioned.
They're not loitering.
How am I loitering in an area that's public?
They're sitting here.
So this area is off limits at a certain time?
Only if you're a guest.
I am a guest.
You didn't tell me that.
I just checked in my American Express.
And Massey produced his room key for a manager.
He
wouldn't ask me to call 911 without any cost.
I didn't do anything to this man. I'm taking a phone call.
But responding officers warned Massey he could be arrested for trespassing if he stayed.
That I need
control of the property, yes.
According to the police report, the 34-year-old who said he was a former FBI agent became loud and started yelling that the hotel
fucking was former FBI agent.
You know, judging someone based off the color of their skin, you never know how it feels until you've actually been there. I could have went to jail had I responded a different way.
In the past year, police have been called on a group of black people barbecuing.
It's illegal to have a charcoal grill in the park here.
A girl selling bottled water on the sidewalk.
Illegally selling water without a permit?
And Bob Marley's granddaughter after she and her friends left their Airbnb.
No, we're standing here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 officers here.
This is the last video and I'm out.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody that came through. I'm gonna give me some breakfast.
On Thursday, the Doubletree announced it was reviewing its protocols and training and had launched an investigation.
Stomach touching my back. I need some food.
It said in a statement.
I plan to try to see justice and make sure that doesn't happen to anybody else.
Massey's attorney said in a statement his client was publicly humiliated and now wants the hotel to publicly answer just 2 questions. Why was he approached by security and interrogated, and why was he called a threat to the safety and security of guests? Guys, I got to point out, this actually happened to me about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, there's nothing else I can do. It ain't like I'm gonna bleach my skin.
And he said, well, it's just for security reasons. And then there was a white couple on the side of me, and thankfully she spoke up, the lady did, and she said, well, you didn't ask for my room number. I gave her this look like...
Alright, folks. I'm guessing that's the end of this shit.
It's going to take us working together regardless of your race, your sex, your...
I hope, hopefully, some people, if I can open one person's eyes to the bullshit, mission accomplished.
People of color stay at hotels. They live in apartment buildings and they go to Starbucks. And they barbecue.
Yes, and Airbnb sometimes. Probably great taste. DeMarco, thank you. Good to see you again. Good to see you as well.
The fallout continues from an alleged racist incident at a Portland, Oregon hotel. The two employees seen in this
let's see what the fuck happened to him.
asking a black guest to leave a DoubleTree hotel have been fired. Jermaine Massey says he was racially profiled and discriminated against for taking a phone call in the hotel lobby last Saturday. A security officer also informed Massey that police were on their way to escort him off the property. Joining me now is CNN's Miguel Marquez. Miguel, what can you tell us about this incident?
So this seems to be yet another situation where it is white people calling the police on black people for either a small offense or no offense at all. Mr. Massey, on December 22nd, checked into the DoubleTree Hotel. It's a Hilton property in Portland. He had gone to a concert. He was coming back and had a text from his mother, a bit of an urgent text, so he stopped in a quiet area of the lobby to make that phone call. He posted the confrontation he had with the security officer there on Instagram. We took sort of the highlights of it and put it together, and here's what that looks like.
He's calling the cops on me because I'm taking a phone call at the DoubleTree Hotel. Say hi, Earl.
Yeah, we understand.
Hello. I'm waiting.
All right, folks, I'm out.
They're coming. Why? Why are they coming?
Escort you off